Nicholas Petrino, followed by Katie McGivern.
Good evening. My name is Nicholas Petrino, 2560 South Ocean Boulevard. In 2006, I enlisted for employment with the City of Lake Worth and have been diligently working towards my promised future. In 2010, overall morale has took a tremendous dive and has been since descending. I have witnessed many of my fellow employees resign, taking with them a tremendous amount of knowledge and experience that most corporations would view as a retainable asset. These people are more than just coworkers, they are my friends. Over the course of the last 7 months, we've been tirelessly pleading with the city to allow us to retain our promised pensions. Meanwhile, the city has stood firm on a platform of unsustainability. As we continue to see excessive raise amounts approved only for management versus our 4% raise, focusing efforts on ensuring the employees receive their promised pensions, to which we have been contributing 7.8% of our paychecks to, should be a priority. We couldn't help to ask ourselves, why isn't our dedication valued? Why are they accepting outlandish pay increases, but telling us the financial well has been drained to the point of our contractor retirement is at stake? These concerns have been extremely disruptive to the overall morale of the city. Well, today, in the union negotiations, the city made the first progressive step in paving the way for a possible bright future. They acted in good faith and agreed to separate the pension from all other addendum items. I am grateful that the city and the union have put aside their past differences and can now fairly discuss our truly vital pension. I hope and believe that the city will honor their word, their commitment, to allow the pre-2010 personnel to keep our earned pension as is. In this moment, the city has the ability to change the tide, to forego all past transgressions, to most importantly, restore morale. The decisions that are made right now will set the tone for the careers of future generations of city employees. I hope we can all grow together, not only as co-workers, but a team of friends to help this city, this community, move forward in a positive direction, a direction of unity and compassion. Thank you for allowing me to speak here today.
Katie McGivern, followed by Lynn Anderson, please.
Hi, Katie McGivern, 2121 Collier Avenue. Well, I'm Katie McGivern. I'm president of the Rollo Neighborhood Association, and I'm here to correct the false information that Commissioner Amoroso put out about Rollo at the last meeting. Commissioner Amoroso stated that you have to be invited to attend a Rollo meeting, and that is incorrect. Anyone may attend a Rollo meeting. Elected officials like the mayor and our commissioners may not speak at the meeting unless they have been invited to do so. So if anyone on this dais wants to speak at a Rollo meeting, please contact me and our board will consider your request. Rollo put these rules in place because we believe that the citizens are the direct bosses of our elected officials. You on the dais work for us, not the other way around. If you on the dais want to speak at our meeting, you ask us. We don't ask you to speak. The other false narrative put forward by Commissioner Amoroso was that Commissioner Maxwell had been kicked out of the one and only Rollo meeting that he has come to in all these years. Because of time limitations, I will say that Commissioner Maxwell invited himself to leave our meeting, and we graciously accepted his invitation to leave. No one kicked him out. Talk to me later if you want the details. Placing a 10,000-person baseball stadium at John Prince Park directly affects my neighborhood. Shame on our District 1 Commissioner, Commissioner Maxwell, for not speaking to the Rollo Board about this issue, for not trying to communicate in any way, shape, or form about this issue. And finally, in the future, please do last call for public comment cards before comments start. I'm really sick and tired of speaking and then having people scurry up front to comment on my comments. And stop shuffling the cards so that your friends always get the last say. And Commissioner Amoroso, I sent you that email several weeks ago.
Time's up.
And I requested that Amoroso reply, and he did not do that.
I did reply tonight. Thank you.
You had several weeks to reply and email to us.
Thank you for your comments. Lynn Anderson, followed by Peggy Fisher, please.
Lynn Anderson, 2204 Lake Osmond Drive. I was at the meeting this morning with the union and the city employee reps. and Glenn Placidia, and I think it all went really better than I had expected it to go. You know, there was a saying by Hillary Clinton, who's not my most favorite person, but she said, to preserve and grow America's middle class, we need to protect good wages and benefits, including retirement security. And I agree with that. Years ago, in this city, we had a great retirement plan, and the people that were hired on with the city accepted a smaller wage than other municipalities were paying at the time, because they wanted that retirement plan and they wanted to be assured of that when they retired. So now this is the thing that's in contention right now. So the city wants to eliminate that original plan. And I heard that there are not that many left on the new pension, on the old pension plan that was incorporated in 2010, 2011, a budget. And all the hirees who started their employ with us as of October 1st, 2010, they're under this new plan. And that's the way it should be, really. And I have to admit that I've never been an advocate of unions, but we have them. And in this instance, those employees who were hired under the old plan should be respected. And the city needs and must have integrity in this regard. Your word should be your bond. So if you can find any way, you know, to maintain that original plan with the city employees that are still in it, please try and do that. Give them that raise that they deserve, if you can, and keep the original contract in place for those who were hired under it. ROLA meetings, I just want to say they have an agenda. It's all in their rules. And so that's the way that is. And I want to thank Commissioner Meyer for representing me. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Peggy Fisher, followed by Herman Robinson, please.
Peggy Fisher, 508 North A Street, and I support bringing the Braves back to Palm Beach County. According to Rule 13 of the City Commission's Rules and Procedures, members shall not receive, read, or place text messages during public meetings. Commissioner McVoy violated this rule 3 times during the April 4th, 2016 meeting, as shown on the video between the 13-minute mark and the 27-minute mark. At the April 4th meeting, there was a commentary by Commissioner McVoy about ensuring safety and the feeling of safety for all commission members. And I would say, if anyone feels unsafe, as we've said many times here, make the call. So that's the comment to that. But I want to know where the safety was for the concern was for those bystanders at the Gay Pride Parade who were threatened by reckless driving or motorcycle. And where was the concern for other commissioners on the dais and private citizens when violent images like these were posted on social media by blogger Lynn Anderson, who's an avid supporter of Commissioner McVoy? And if indeed a pastor was threatened with having his church shut down, there was obviously no concern there. So if you're going to talk about concern, if you're going to talk the talk, then walk the walk. As far as John Prince Park and how great it is, I have a 26-year-old who was there on Sunday with another 26-year-old who were frightened after 5 minutes of walking on the nature trail and encountering 9 different middle-aged males and felt so unsafe they turned around and left. So I don't know that we can all talk about how great it is. It depends on your experience. I drive by the park every day. I see where it's being used and where it's not being used. But ultimately, the decision about Braves baseball lies with the county commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Herman Robinson, please, followed by Marianne Polizzi.
I had put my card in before the commissioner comments, and I wanted to thank Commissioner Maxwell for mentioning redistricting. I know I've mentioned it to him several times, at least. And I also wanted to say that I was sorry that sober homes, one of the most critical issues in Lake Worth, had to be asked to be brought up. We're talking, Tallahassee doesn't government never seems to address the cause of sober homes is insurance. It's funded by insurance, and there seems to be no addressing the legislation to legislate insurance funding of the sober homes and how they're controlled. So I said the card went in before the comments. Yes, I am a candidate for your seat, and no time ever did I make any disparaging remarks about you. I called you and you didn't return my call.
Please direct your comments to the
Excuse me.
chair.
You,
Please
please,
direct your comments to the chair.
excuse me.
That said, I am a candidate for your seat to minimize the prejudice that goes on between all of you. I want to bring balance and ideas and solutions, and I want to listen to all the concerns of penny tax and how when you weren't allowed to speak. So I'm sorry you made that comment in reference to me because it wasn't true. Thank you.
Thank you. Miriam Polizzi, please, followed by Monica. I hope I don't butcher this. Bellotti?
You, right on.
Did I get it right?
Hi, Mary Ann Pelisi, 1529 South Palm Way. First, I'd like to thank all of you for your service. Commissioner Meyer, thank you for your service. I in no way meant any harm in my...
Please direct your comments to the chair.
Excuse me.
God.
If you're, she's not exchanging, she's
They
not.
are the rules. The comments are made to the
Excuse me.
chair.
I'm not
Excuse me.
excusing you. If
You
you are
will
not following
excuse
the
me.
rules,
Okay, you will excuse me. I'm chairing the meeting.
Then you
She's
need
not
to do it.
creating an issue. Okay, so both of you will
she
stand down.
directs her comments, just like everybody,
Did
to
you hear what I
the chair.
said? You'll stand down. Please proceed.
Thank you. I am sorry that if you took it the wrong way, I just would like for him to have attended my South Palm Park meetings. My huge non-agenda item tonight is for the homeless. I had two people this week that truly were homeless. Broke my heart. I called I actually went, helped the man. He was probably late 60s, early 70s. I asked him if he wanted help. He desperately wanted help. I called the sheriff, they did respond. They talked to him, he asked me, he said, search my bags, because I said, if you're doing drugs or alcohol, we can't put you in a homeless shelter. He said he was not doing that at all. The poor man had not eaten for 3 days. Unfortunately, the sheriff couldn't do anything about it. So I ask that you contact the state and see if there's any way we can try to get help for the true homeless people. I understand there are homeless people out there that are not willing to abide by the rules and going to the sober or to the houses, but it's to the Lewis house, and there are only like 67 beds in that, and it's just not enough for the people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Monica Bellotti, please, followed by Todd Velez.
Hi, I'm Monica Bellotti, 915 North Palmway. I didn't plan on speaking here tonight, but I remembered while I was sitting there that maybe I should share this story. My grandparents come down here for the winter, and on the morning of April 12th, I drove them back to the West Palm Beach Airport so they could fly back to New Jersey. They had been down all winter, and the windows had been open all winter without a problem. But that night, my cousins, with my mom's age and my age, had stayed an extra couple of days, and they forgot to lock the back door. So I heard my neighbor's child alarm on their gate beep for the pool at 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. They're probably letting the dog out. And I said, I better get up and look, because we've been experiencing a lot of break-ins into our vehicles, into our backyards, bikes have been stolen, change, nothing really serious, but I watched a man walk through my backyard and open up the screen door, walk into our screen patio, reach into the house, and then walk into the home. And I called 911, and I stayed there helpless in the back cottage while I walked around inside the house while the girls were asleep. And the police got there just a minute after he had come back out the door, quietly closed the door, and I heard him jump over the fence. So I just wanted to remind everybody to make sure your doors are locked. Luckily, they did catch the guy because I didn't holler out or anything, and I stayed on phone 911. They had set up a perimeter, and they got the guy. So he's out on bond now, and he lives on North K Street, and he's back out, but hopefully not for too long. All right, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that story, unfortunate story. Todd Velez, please.
Hello, my name is Todd Velez, 811 South Conway here in Lakewood. I spoke to Pam earlier about a proclamation, and in church you may think everyone gets along. We don't. We have little squabbles, and I thought our proclamation was pretty awful, so I said I'm going to supplement it, and we'll see who shows up for our proclamation. The last of one of the few pioneering churches here in Lakewood. Lakeworth is writing a book, any chapter titles. First Presbyterian Church in Lakeworth, a church of builders, which certainly take front and center. Reaching back into 1912, David Chambers and Mrs. Chambers held in a city manager-owned property on lot 13 of the 800 block of Lake Avenue, allowing worship with 18 people, and this was in 1912, because that was all of the townspeople, as she jokingly said. This is dedicated to the pioneers whose courage established a city, county, and state. The early settlers who planned and organized it, dedicated to the builders who developed it. The people of the present now who hold and trust its future. The church is a great influence in the community. Therefore, it needs your support. The church is one of the oldest established institutions throughout the world, and it may be known by other names, but whomever a temple, a cathedral, or place of worship is established, it makes for a better city, a better neighborhood, a better people. The church represents a group of people like you and me. Its mission is to build body, soul, and spirit. It starts out with the children in training in better things in life.
Thank you.
Well, hope to see you
On the 30th.
The first. The 30th is a festival. Everyone's invited on the property, and this is at 231 North Federal. And the first is the Centennial Day, which is a Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, that concludes public participation upon agenda items. I'll need a motion, please, for approval of minutes.
So moved.